Hey guys, it's me. Excuse the big deals. I worked all day and I didn't want to do my hair. But anyways, um, so I had been thinking about making a video about things that annoy me because I was getting so frustrated with so many things, like the way you're supposed to look and rape culture and just all this nonsense. And so I was going to make a video about things that piss me off. And then I realized that that's not helping anything. Sitting here ranting about things that make me mad and doing nothing other than sitting and complaining doesn't help. And so I decided not to make that video. And then I didn't know what to make one on, so I've been waiting. And then yesterday, my friend, my best friend, kind of had a breakdown and was saying she didn't want to live anymore because everything's just been really crappy lately. My boyfriend saw it and he was like, that just pisses me off. I'm going to yell at her. And I got so mad at him because I was like, babe, you don't understand. Like, you haven't been in that place where that's what you want. Like, it's not an empty threat that you're saying. It's actually something you feel. And he didn't understand. I got so mad and so defensive. And then we kind of talked about it, and I realized that I'm defensive like that because I know where she's coming from, and I've felt that pain, and I love her, and I want to protect her from anything. And I see it so much differently because he was saying that I'm just supporting her, which is good, but maybe she needs somebody to push her as well. And I understand that. And at first I thought maybe he was crazy and doesn't understand. And then I was thinking about it, and I was thinking that maybe I'm the one in the wrong. Because he has this amazing way of looking at life like it's just this awesome thing that we are so blessed to get to live. And he's so stoked on everything. Like, every day he does something he loves, and he feels so grateful for his life, and he's never even been close to losing it or hating it or anything, and he just enjoys it with his whole heart. And I've always admired that. And I was thinking that maybe he's right. Maybe instead of sitting here ranting about things that are bad or just telling my friend that I understand and not giving her a kick in the other direction is, I don't know. I guess my point is, I'm just kind of talking and I have no idea what I'm intending to say. But I guess my point is that just like sitting here ranting isn't going to do anything, maybe me just sitting there listening isn't doing what needs to be done for her. Like, you can't just, I don't know. Like, the world is going to happen. It's going to happen, and it's going to do stuff, and it's going to do stuff that pisses you off, and it's going to do this and this and this, and you have to act. Like, you have to act on it. And I thought he was so crazy for getting mad at her instead of just loving her. And then I realized, like, he has a right to be angry. She has a right to be angry because she is put in this world with all these amazing opportunities if only she would fight for him and stand up for what she wants, and then learn that getting knocked down doesn't mean you're broken. It doesn't mean you can't get back up, because she does every time. Because she's here day after day and she's living, and even if maybe she doesn't want to be, she is, and she's here. And I think it's beautiful in itself that life keeps letting her go, that something in her is saving her, that she gets to that point where she's upset and she wants to cut her. She does. There's something that stops her because she's meant to be here, and you're meant to be here, and this life is going to happen, and it's going to push you around, and the only thing you can do is recognize the beauty, because you fall, and you fall hard, and you get so hurt, and you scrape your knees, and you got cuts and bruises all over you. And then you get back up because tomorrow's a new day, and maybe you'll fall again tomorrow, but you keep going, and that's the complete beauty of life, is that you keep getting to go and experience new things. And you keep growing and learning, and you keep getting stronger and stronger, because every time you fall, you're just hurting these old wounds, and you get up and they grow back stronger, and you get these scar tissue, and it's just, life is so good. And I miss out on that all the time. I'm just so caught up in the fact that I work so much, or I do this and this is happening to me and it's so unfair. And I do that all the time, and I'm trying to stop, because life is so good. And you have to fight for it. You have to fight for what you want. And if you get knocked down, then get your ass back up and do it again. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's not like, I don't want to yell at her. Obviously, that's not the person I am. I wouldn't yell at anybody in this situation. But sometimes I wish I went back and that I yelled at myself. And that I realized, like, as I'm sitting there cutting myself or throwing up or not eating because I'm too fat, I kind of wish someone would have just yelled at me and been like, what the hell are you doing? Like, why are you doing this, Jenny? And some people did. And I admit that they did, and I stood there and I was like, because my life sucks. And I was miserable and depressed, and so I kept going. But there is going to be a point where you start understanding, you're like, hey, why am I doing this? Like, why am I making myself miserable? I'm in this life. I'm here to stay. I'm going to fight for what I want. I'm going to follow my dreams. I'm going to argue and protest against things that I don't believe are right. I'm going to stand up for people who can't stand up for themselves. Like, you're here and you're fighting and you're here each day, so make something beautiful out of it. Change somebody's life. Go find a stranger and give them a hug. Sit and talk to a homeless person, because nobody ever does that, and they deserve to be treated like human beings. I mean, you can do so much good in your day. One small thing can change somebody's life, and you could be doing that for them. So maybe instead of focusing on how hard it is and how you want to die, you can realize that you're a life. You are a life and a person that God put on this planet with some kind of purpose. And your purpose is not to sit there and be miserable and cry and cut yourself and starve yourself and binge and purge. And it's not about all of that. You have all this potential. And maybe if you stopped hating yourself so much, then you'd realize the amazing things that you could do. And I don't know if I'm actually talking to anybody or if I'm just talking to the old version of myself, but I think it's kind of beautiful how much you can do in your life and what a difference you can make. And you guys all have the potential to make that difference, and maybe we should just start focusing on the change that we can make and start improving everybody else's lives, and ours will greatly improve along with it. So I don't really know if there was a message in here or if I just rambled, but here's a video. And I love you all. I love you all very, 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 very much. And I am so proud of you for getting back up. Because even if you feel like you did something wrong or you failed today or what you did wasn't enough, you still got back up. Even if you're laying on the floor, you're breathing. And there's going to be a new day, and then there's going to be another one. And you should take a chance and change your life.